Yes, Mataji. Done.
Thank you. So, Hare Krishna. Today, I'm feeling very blessed that I got an opportunity to glorify His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. He is undoubtedly a Jagat Guru and holding such a topmost position in devotional life. And still, I personally feel, and I also realize that how much kindness Maharaj is holding in his heart for every living entity. So regarding kindness of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, I am going to discuss. In very beginning of the class, let me introduce myself, that I am a disciple of His Grace Kratudas Adhikari Guru Maharaj. He and his wife both are Prabhupada disciple. And after my marriage, because my Prabhuji is disciple of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, so then only I got a chance to get as a Siksha Guru of Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. Generally, when one get married, automatically her husband's guru become Siksha Guru. Like automatically the in-laws become like mom and dad for the wife. But in my case, it's totally surprising for me actually, and I really, by only this memory only, I can live my whole life feeling so much bliss, because that kind of incident happened with me. That's why I talked to Prabhu's wife, Sevanandini Mataji, that I will talk little, 10-15 minutes. I will just share my realization, and then my Prabhu will continue glorifying Guru Maharaj. So what happened? I came to Iskcon in 2002 when I was just finished my school. Until then, I was like a spiritual daughter of my Guru Maharaj, and he's very loving, very caring, and very much approachable, because less disciple means very much approachable. So I was very close connection, and I got some service also from my Guru Maharaji. And then my, because as Prabhuji said, I am from Assam and my husband is from Tamil Nadu. So this unique couple can happen in Iskcon, like, in Iskcon marriage. So because we are having same culture, though as per the material people, we are having extreme culture, this corner to that corner. Then when my marriage was fixed, and that time, like fixed, how it fixed, like vaishnavivaha.com. And then I didn't know that how much Jayapataka Swami Maharaj is approachable or not. I just wrote a simple letter. I asked my husband, like because our marriage is happening by the guidance and counseling of my Guru Maharaj. So I want to talk to your Guru Maharaj also, like that. And then I wrote a letter, because he gave me the email ID, and I just wrote a letter that he is your disciple and I'm going to marry him. Then reply came like this: what relation you want with me? Spiritual daughter or Siksha disciple? This was the question in the replying letter. Then I shared with my husband, and I told that might be some lots of servants are having, Guru Maharaj is not going, Jayapataka Maharaj is not going to read my email anyway. Even he doesn't know me. So I said that, okay, might be someone is writing this, so I should reply or not. Then my husband said, okay, you don't reply, I will talk. And after that, what happened? We were in Qatar, Krishna Katha Desh. So that after marriage, I also went, and then for one day only, and Jayapataka Maharaj came there, and I was very excited to meet him because he is, he is very famous and also very kind. Already I have heard about Maharaj, so I wanted to meet him. That at that time, I asked my Guru Maharaj. I called my Guru Maharaj from Middle East, Qatar. And then I asked, today I'm going to meet Jayapataka Maharaj. I didn't know that the crowd will be so much. I can meet personally, I can talk personally or not. Just I dreamed like I will meet personally, I will talk personally. And my Guru Maharaj replied, how can I serve Jayapataka Maharaj, Guru Maharaj? And Guru Maharaj replied, he likes laban, but it should be simple laban, not mixed with masalas and all. You buy a laban. Laban is like,
Low fat.
Huh?
Low fat.
Laban, and it's like lassi, but it's more finest than lassi. So you buy a laban. Okay, I will serve, giving a laban, but what I will talk? Then my Guru Maharaj replied, you don't need to talk. He will talk to you. So I thought, Jayapataka Maharaj will talk to me by himself without approaching. But Guru Mukha Padma Vakya, that I had full faith, 100% faith on my Guru's words. And I was damn sure, I was very sure that Jayapataka Maharaj himself will talk to me. So I thought if he need to call me from far, it will be difficult. So I should sit nearby. So I sat nearby the Vyasasan, and then Maharaj came and 20 minutes of kirtan was happening. Then that day was my birthday also. So my Prabhu gave me a tab and I was taking pictures. And then Jayapataka Maharaj is asking me, show me the pictures, like that. Yeah, like not by sign language, because kirtan is going on. Then I was showing him the picture. Then again I am taking picture. Again Maharaj is asking. Then around 20 minutes after kirtan, then Jayapataka Maharaj was giving lecture. And after lecture, immediately after lecture, Jayapataka Maharaj called me. And what was the sentence? What relationship you want with me? Siksha disciple or spiritual daughter? I got surprised because that question was asked in the letter. It means Jayapataka Maharaj read my letter. That's why he is asking the same line, exact sentence. Oh my God. Then I got like very surprised. What should I reply? But actually one lecture I heard that without asking your guru, a Diksha guru, don't accept anyone as Siksha guru. Okay. So because I was just have that thought. So I thought I should not immediately reply. So I just told Jayapataka Maharaj, I am already your spiritual daughter-in-law. That relationship is okay. Then Maharaj was giving a small, like, it can be lecture also, because 15 minutes around we talked. Then Maharaj was making me understand. See, Siksha Guru can be many, like that. He was giving a good lecture to me, and I accepted that. Then he didn't ask what relationship you want. Well, he asked twice, but after that he didn't ask. And then we left. I got the Maha Mala also. So actually, Her Grace Devi Mataji, she talked to Maharaj and said that today is her birthday. So Jayapataka Maharaj gave me the mala. And this was the second time, one letter, and second time he asked that directly. And then once in Delhi, one hospital, Jayapataka Maharaj came, and for one day, we were also in Delhi from Qatar. Then my husband talked to Mahabara Prabhu, and we went to meet in the hospital because there are no crowd. Because after that, Jayapataka Maharaj need to come East of Kailash temple to give lecture. Then we went and we were waiting outside, but there's so much of thing Maharaj need to do. So we could not get a chance to meet personally and going to the room of the hospital, but we were outside getting Maha and everything. Then I thought, oh, I will not able to meet personally. So then the lift, it's a first class facility. So lift never like hang in between. But that the lift was like it. We have to wait after like lift coming, so we have to wait for that outside the lift. Then I was waiting. Then I was thinking that at least one picture should be there with Jayapataka Maharaj. Then Maharaj asked immediately, he can read the mind. He act like a very ordinary person, but he is not ordinary. By when we are nearby, we come to know, like, he read the mind and immediately asked, do you want a picture with me? We were like, yes Maharaj. Then Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, he mercifully, he told that my husband was taking the picture. Then I thought he is guru of my husband, so my husband should be also in the picture. And after taking 1-2 pictures, then he called a brahmachari and told, take the mobile, you come. So he called my husband. Then brahmachari took one picture. Then I thought, oh, brahmachari took only one picture, it should be at least 5 picture. Immediately Maharaj said, Jayapataka Maharaj, take 5, like that. With the hand he said, take 5. I was like, he is reading my mind. Oh my God. Then Maharaj said, Jayapataka Maharaj, are you happy? Like this side. I was inside. They were like, yes, very much. Then after, when we entered in the lift, it's a big lift and all brahmacharis were there and my husband and me. Then Jayapataka Maharaj asked me again. And before that, Guru Maharaj asked me what to talk to with Jayapataka Swami Maharaj that day. I replied that he was asking the same thing I got in the letter. Then my Guru Maharaj said, why you didn't accept it immediately? He's such an exalted Vaishnava, such a sannyasi. So you should immediately accept that, yes, I accept you as my Shiksha Guru, like that. No, okay, sorry, Guru Maharaj, I didn't know that at time. I thought I should ask you first, then I will accept. Now I'm clear that I accept. So in the lift also, same question, Jayapataka Swami Maharaj asked me, same line. What relation you want with me? Now I'm ready. So I tell, what relation you want with me, Siksha disciple or spiritual daughter? Then I replied, which one you like most, Maharaji? Then Jayapataka Maharaji replied, both. Means now I am his Siksha disciple as well as spiritual daughter. So that was his kindness, like to a very insignificant soul also, and maybe someone is not his direct disciple also. Then also he is so merciful that he is always ready to give his full mercy on every living entity. So that was my experience. And regarding the instructions also, I want to share its personal instructions, but I got that instructions. So, and I'm sharing so that you can, in future, if I forget, you can remind me, all of you. Then my Guru Maharaj actually gave me one instructions when I was doing PhD. Then Maharaj said that preach the young girls in colleges and be like Radhesham Prabhu, like that. That was the sentence. Okay. And then I was doing that. And when in Assam, that time Jayapataka Maharaj came in Assam, and I again got chance to meet at the Sumati Vishakha Mataji's house in Guwahati. Then I went and I again got to meet personally. And that meeting was also arranged by Her Grace Devi Mataji. So then Jayapataka Maharaj also gave the same line, same instructions. Preach young girls, at least 200 to 50 girls, become like Radhesham Prabhu. So this was a matching, so Guru Tattva is one, they are not two. So I'm feeling very blissful today that because of the causeless mercy, I'm not I have no, it's patrata, patrata means I have no qualities or nothing, but he is so great and still he is giving us causeless mercy. So he's very kind. Thank you very much to all of you for giving me this chance. It's okay. So my Prabhu is saying to share me one more. When I met again in Ahmedabad personally, So at that time, like I was in Qatar, but my Guru Mata, I am especially blessed because I am having a Guru Mata who is also Prabhupada disciple. And my Guru Maharaj was going through a knee replacement surgery. So there is a good doctor in Ahmedabad. So it was fixed that hospital should be Ahmedabad. Then my Guru Mata called me, I want you here in hospital. So I immediately came. Then that time I heard that because Maharaj, Maharaj was in that condition, this operation happened. And I heard that, okay, Iskcon is nearby from that hospital, Ahmedabad Iskcon. And in my mind came, oh, Jayapataka Maharaj has come here. So if I could meet him, like I could see him, like this kind of desire came in my mind. But my Guru Maharaj is in front of me in hospital and we have to take care of him also. So I cannot go, right? Because I came here for service. That desire came, but even my Guru Maharaj, he reached the mind. So after, because that was the last day, after 2 days, then my Guru Maharaj says, okay, today I am getting a discharge from this hospital. Straight, I will go to Ahmedabad Iskcon and will meet Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. So I was very happy. I know that my mind again, Maharaj is reading. And then when we went, we have to wait because I think Jayapataka Maharaj just went to washroom and he needs lots of things to do. So we are waiting. And I am seeing that my Guru Maharaj's knees where operation was done, now the leg is swelling because proper sitting and proper bed was not there outside to waiting. So I was requesting, I'm very sorry, Guru Maharaj, let's go now. Then said, no, I will meet him. Then only I will go. Then other brahmacharis are saying, okay, other Maharajas also come. You can meet them first. Because it was a condition, just operation happened. So Maharaj said, no, if I am meeting His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj, I am meeting everyone. So it's okay. So we met that time also with my Guru Maharaj and Guru Ma. Again, I met His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. So actually, this is mercy of Guru, and this is mercy of him that I'm able to speak this much. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam. Now yes. Now my Prabhuji will continue. 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes. So all of the devotees are from Bangalore?
No, Prabhuji, this particular Throwback Thursday, it's now more of an international platform. So devotees maybe from different countries are also there. So as per my understanding, there are devotees mainly from Middle East and from India, different regions. Like I can see some are from even Delhi side, some a lot of places, not just Bangalore.
Middle East, where from Middle East?
Like I don't know. Maybe some devotees can speak up. Those who are from Middle East countries.
YouTube पर live है.
I'm not sure. Krishna,
Okay.
anyone?
Okay, no problem. Because since I stayed some of my time in Middle East, so that's the reason I was checking it out. Okay. Anyhow, so we are discussing about the topic of the kindness of a guru. So let us continue in that aspect. And I hope most of the devotees here are initiated. I see some are non-initiated also, but it's okay. So the main aspect is, like, when we decide a guru, we should always understand that guru is particularly much merciful than any other living entity on this planet Earth. Even we think that in this world, the only purest reciprocation in this material world, most of the people will think is between a mother and a child. Correct? But even in spite of it, if we look at it very closely, we also think that there is some kind of a selfishness in that. A mother is kind enough or so lovable enough only to her own child. If a child from the neighbor house, if a neighbor house child starts crying or making a fuss, then the mother cannot tolerate it. So even the love of a mother is not entirely pure. So this is what actually even we get to know when we see into the practical terms. But when we look at the relationship between a spiritual master and a disciple, so this relationship is entirely most pure than anything of what we can understand in this world. So when a spiritual master accepts a disciple, it means not only his karma is getting nullified. It is not about karma. See, the main aspect of taking an initiation from a guru is not about getting rid of all the previous sins that we have accumulated in our life. That is not the actual the effect of taking an initiation. And even that should not be the terms also. See, our motto of taking up an initiation is not to just clear out our sins from our lives. So that is not important. If you want to get rid of sins in our life, there are so many other ways which are prescribed in the Vedas, and we can get rid of most of the major of the sins that we can accumulate. But to get the spiritual love of Godhead is the most important. Without a spiritual master, it is very difficult to attain the love of Godhead at the fastest pace. Otherwise, we don't know how many births it will take or how many processes we have to endure it. That is very much difficult. If a spiritual master is not there in our life, then basically we are like just a thrown outs, we are just like a vagabond. We just literally roam around in this entire planet or this universe, whatever it is, but we will never be able to go back to Godhead. Because the spiritual master, the Vaishnavas, they carry Krishna in their heart. And only through the Vaishnavas, we get the love of Godhead. Even though Krishna says that Sarvadharmam Paritijna Mamikam Saranam Vraja. Yeah, he says that you just come into me, just remove everything and just surrender unto me. But it is not, the process is not so clear for us at how to surrender. And to show that aspect, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has incarnated here. He has come in person and he has showed how to do that process. But at the same time, even to get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is much difficult. We think that we all know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the most munificent and merciful incarnation of Godhead, who has freely distributed the entire love of God. But when we study Chaitanya Charitamrita, we will understand that how strict he was when it comes to performance of devotional service. So we should always understand, then who is the most merciful? If you have to get the mercy of Radha Krishna, what is the actual process? Since this is going on live on YouTube, so we cannot have much of an interactive session, but anyhow, I will explain it. See, if you have to attain the love of Godhead, means if you want to serve Radha Krishna, first of all, we should have to go through the mercy of Gaur Nitai. Without the blessings and mercy of Gaur Nitai, it is very, very, very difficult to attain love of Godhead for Radha and Krishna. Many people are not aware of this, but we should always understand that if you want to get into Raganuga Bhakti, we have to follow the process of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. We need to understand the science of love of Godhead through him. And to get the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, we need to approach Nityananda Prabhu. Because without approaching Nityananda Prabhu, it is very difficult to get the mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And if you have to attain the mercy of Nityananda Mahaprabhu, we need to get the mercy of our spiritual master. Because all of our spiritual master, they all represent Nityananda Mahaprabhu. They all are the eternal associates of Nityananda Mahaprabhu. So we have to understand how merciful the spiritual master is. Our relationship with Guru, we have to, this relationship does not end here. Even our relationship with our family ends, our relationship with the country ends, our relationship with your education ends. Everything ends in this world. But only thing that comes back along with you is the relationship with your Guru. And he always comes back to this material world to see to that you are properly situated in devotional service and going back home, back to Godhead. So it's not an ordinary position that a guru actually accepts to deliver the conditioned souls. It is not so easy. We think that, oh, we got initiation and we are into the family and everything is okay. Now I can just do whatever I want. Now I got a spiritual name and I am, like, what to say, it has become a status quo. But that is not the case. That is the start of devotional service. So I will tell you a small example before we proceed about Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. Actually, in one of the spiritual books, it has been mentioned about a pastime of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Yeah, during those period of times, there is not so many disciples a spiritual master generally accepts. Okay, so Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he also had one disciple. If I am not wrong, his name is Govinda Das or something. So he was a disciple of Gopal Bhatta Goswami when Gopal Bhatta Goswami was residing in Vrindavan. And this Govinda Das, he has got a very niche for kirtans. He sings nicely and he was performing the devotional service and he was serving his guru. But he had one problem. He always has a taste for betel leaves. He used to chew pan. And this pan, whatever has been offered for Radha Krishna, he used to take that and he used to use it. He used to chew it. Like he likes chewing pan. Then at that period of time, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, he informed that, see, in our devotional process, chewing pan is not recommended. Even though we offer to Radha Krishna, but generally we accept it as a prasada, but we don't use it for us. We distributed it away to different people. We don't use it. We don't chew pan. Because what happens is that contaminates actually, if you chew pan, you need to discard your spit out. You need to spit it out. So that contaminates the area. And it is not proper to chew pan inside the temple or outside the temple, wherever it is. So Gopal Bhatta Goswami firmly rejected it. He told that you should not continue this. Then he accepted once. Then after some period of time it was going on. Then immediately that urge to chew again, reinstated. Then it was difficult for him to stop and he again started chewing pan. Then immediately Gopal Bhatta Goswami told that, no, you cannot be my disciple hereafter because you are not following the words of spiritual master. Then he told him that you can please leave now. Then Govind Das, he also told that, no, but I cannot stop chewing pan because this is more dear to me. And I am not doing anything much of a wrong because I am accepting only the Prasad of Radha and Krishna. So he left his guru. And after a certain period of time, when he was wandering in the forest of Vrindavan, then he was caught by certain tribes and he was beheaded because they were doing some puja or something. So he got beheaded. Then after that, his head actually was flowing through the streams of Yamuna river. And it came to the place where Gopal Bhatta Goswami was performing bhajana. Then his head came and spoke with Gopal Bhatta Goswami, my dear spiritual master, I was unable to understand your mercy upon me. I haven't understood your instructions and I committed a grave offense against you. And because of that, now I have to lose my life. But still, can you please be merciful unto me and please accept me as your disciple now? Then Gopal Bhatta Goswami actually accepted him. He told that, okay, whatever has happened has happened. But now here onwards, I will accept you as my disciple. Then he started singing Kirtan and he left. So there are so many pastimes between a spiritual master and a disciple. If you actually look into certain aspects of devotional service, earlier we used to feel that philosophy was a little interesting. Then after a certain period of time, we get to know the pastimes of Krishna were more interesting. Then after a certain period of time, if you start reading more and more spiritual literatures, then you will understand the dealings between the Lord and his devotees are further more interesting. Then if you still go into further process, then you will find the dealings of love between the devotees towards other devotees and the devotees towards the Lord is further more interesting. So that is why even Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that my devotees are more dear to me, because that is how they reciprocate between each other. So this relationship between a spiritual master and the disciple is the most unique relationship that happens on this universe. So please take this opportunity and try to serve the guru or the spiritual master at the utmost level, because that will give the success in devotional service. If you want to be firm, because we see that many people, even after many years, now they come and state that, see, we have been chanting for quite a long period of time, but still I'm not getting the taste. I'm not feeling bliss in devotional service. I'm missing something. I'm unable to chant properly. I'm unable to do my services properly, or still my senses are not in control. There are a lot of things that you can come across. Even most of the preachers and leaders, they know about this aspect. But the main aspect is this, that if you be close to your spiritual master, like you understand his instructions and follow his instructions and try to serve your spiritual master, then everything will be streamlined. Now, that is one of the easiest way to get bliss in devotional service. So Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, actually, he is not such an ordinary person that we can come across. So even earlier also, you might have heard about a lot of aspects about him. Yeah, so many people would have shared their experiences or his glories. Even when we try to come and talk about it, time is not enough. It is very difficult because to come to a conclusion is there are lots and lots of pastimes of him. I will just share some of the pastimes, which are, some are very recent and some are little old, but not so old. Okay. Once it so happened that Guru Maharaj was in Asian countries, one of the Asian countries, because I will not go into specifics of details of the countries or the names, because that is not required. So he was in one of the Asian countries, and on that period of time, there he has an he wants to chant, so he asked for a clicker. Then there was one Mataji inside the kitchen. Actually, she was the only one who was having a clicker in her hand, and she does not want to give it because she felt she is not competent enough or eligible enough to hand over her clicker to Guru Maharaj, because she had some pimples on her face and she feels so shy. She does not want to come in front of Guru Maharaj. Then Guru Maharaj told that, I need a clicker, please arrange. Then they went inside, and this Mataji, she wanted to hand over a clicker. She gave to another Mataji and told, please hand it over to Guru Maharaj. Then she bought it in front of Guru Maharaj and presented it to him. Then Guru Maharaj asked, okay, is this your clicker? She said, no, there is one Mataji inside the kitchen and it is hers. Okay, so if this does not belong to you, please give it to them whom it belongs to and ask them to come and hand it over. Then she ran back to the kitchen and told, see, Guru Maharaj is calling you, please come and hand over the clicker by yourself. And because Guru Maharaj told, we cannot do it. Then she came in front of the Guru and she started crying. And because she didn't imagine that she would be in an opportunity to come in front of Guru. So Guru Maharaj knows certain things. Once it so happened that he has a flight to catch, and the time left was very less, and most of his servants were pushing Guru Maharaj, we need to travel, we need to catch an international flight, so we need to rush fast. And suddenly one couple came to meet Guru Maharaj and they were talking with him. And Guru Maharaj was going very slow. And most of the times he stops. He tells the servants to stop. I need to talk. Then they stop. Then again, the servants come and inform Guru Maharaj, please come, we need to go. We need to rush. You can talk while walking. There is a long way to go. So you can just communicate with them while we are pushing your wheelchair. So you can talk while you're walking. So let's do it in that way. Guru Maharaj told, no, stop here. I want to talk to them. Then they waited for some more time. They spoke. Then again they waited. Again they pushed. Then after a certain period of time, they left. Then the servants were little angry, like, Guru Maharaj, we are about to miss the flight. Please, we could have done it in that way, like while we are pushing your wheelchair, you can communicate with them. He told, no. The husband of the couple, he is having a heart problem, and he cannot walk fast, and he cannot walk all the way to the tarmac. So I need to stop. So that is the mercy that he displays. We don't know what we know. We think that we understand our Guru better than anybody else. Sometimes we push our Guru to the extent that we think that we have all the strength that we can control. We think that, oh yes, I need to inform Guru Maharaj and he will listen to me. No, this doesn't happen in that way. This doesn't happen in that way. Even we have never seen Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj like getting angry or talking ill of someone or infuriating his words or putting up on a stress. Even whenever we ask for a solution, he always gives it in such a way that which is easier for you. He will not give you a particular solution which you wanted. He will give a generalized way, and he gives options, and he says that you choose whichever option you like. Now he never enforces, because what happens is, if Guru Maharaj generally, even he also does not give straight direct instructions. It is very rare that you get a direct instruction. Many of the devotees come to us and they ask, what instruction Guru Maharaj wants to give us? Like, I need to have a personal instruction from him. I need to know what is his instruction to me. But this is not the case. Like, his instructions are very clear in his lectures, in his books. Everywhere it is being told. And he always indicated that serving Prabhupada's mission is his desire, is his instruction to all of his disciples. So if we serve Prabhupada's mission, then we automatically serve the desire of Guru Maharaj. So this is his actual instruction, but many people does not know. But the reason behind it is Guru Maharaj does not give much of the instructions, is because if he gives an instruction and if the disciple does not follow it, then it will become a Guru Aparad. It will become an offense unto the feet of spiritual master. So that is detrimental to his devotional service. So Guru Maharaj is very cautious in giving direct instructions to someone. And so this is nothing but the kindness, unless otherwise, because what happens, even Guru Maharaj once, I think you might have heard about this, like he remembered the instructions of Srila Prabhupada unto him, and he made a list. He noted down all the instructions year-wise of what Srila Prabhupada has given to him to do in the mission. So he is such a personality that he could remember all the instructions of what his Guru has made. But are we in a position to understand? First of all, we don't know what are the instructions of our Guru Maharaj. We don't know what is his mood, what is his desire. And we go and ask for personalized instructions. And even when we receive it, we don't follow it. And we don't know how many times we have spoken, what all we have spoken, we forget. It is not so wrong, because this is the effect of Kali Yuga. We forget. Even whatever the communications that we had with our spiritual master, most of us, they tend to ignore it. So this is very, very detrimental to our devotional service. So that is the reason, taking the personalized instructions, we should be very careful. Even this time when Guru Maharaj came to Vrindavan, he had the desire to install the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu across the places of where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was visited in Vrindavan. And we faced a lot of trouble in making those arrangements, and because it was not so easy to get approvals immediately. It was not so simple that we can just take our Guru Maharaj to a certain place and do an abhishek or installation. It was very difficult, and we were facing lots of difficulties in there. Then one day in the morning, we went to Guru Maharaj and we informed that Guru Maharaj, so this is the case happening, so what to do? Then he told that, let me pray. So he prayed for a certain period of time. Then, believe it or not, within an hour, we started receiving calls that whoever not so favorable for this event to happen, they all turned topsy-turvy. Everybody became so favorable, and everybody started supporting us completely. And they told that, yes, we will be there with you and let us do it. So the event happened so blissfully. This is a very recent pastime. And we should understand the prayers, like we should not stop anything. We should not hide anything from our Guru. We should inform him what is happening so that he will do the required arrangements. Now, who are we to arrange? He is the one who is doing everything. We are just instruments in front of him. So everything happened so happily, so easily. So in that way, there are lots of incidents about Guru Maharaj. Once it so happened that it happened in Middle East. And then we were there serving him, and we went for a lecture, for an evening lecture, and there was a huge gathering. Then after the lecture, we came inside in the private quarters, and he was sitting and resting. Then one devotee, one disciple of Guru Maharaj, he came to him and he told that, Guru Maharaj, I can be the head of this yatra, so please make me the head of this. I can entirely take care of it. Everything, I know everything. I can do everything. You just need to give me. You just need to say to the other people that let them help me out. That's it. I will take care of the entire yatra. Guru Maharaj was like, he was just scratching his head. He didn't say anything. He didn't say yes. He didn't say no. He was just That's it. He didn't even inform him directly that no, I will not do it, nor I will do it. Very simple. Guru Maharaj always, the one thing, if we see that most of the spiritual masters, what they avoid in International Society for Krishna Consciousness is committing offenses. They never criticize the devotees, and they never ever try to commit an offense. The initiating Guru is always careful and very much cautious about this aspect. But when we look around, like we tend to commit so much of offenses. We think that we are so great and we are so competent enough, and we feel that we know everything. But that's the biggest problem that we have. When we become disciples of a Guru, then we should always understand that we are one of the most foolish people if we try to display our knowledge or our know-how in front of a spiritual master. We should always approach him as a fool. We should always approach him that we don't know anything. We should take his guidance. Only then we receive the instructions, right? See, like for example, when you take a container, you take a bowl of container and you fill it up with lots of items into it. And when the container is already full, then how will you try to add a little more into the container? You need to empty the container first so that you can fill it again. So in that sense, if your heart is completely full of things which you think we know, then when you approach a Guru, then what instructions will you accept in your heart? We need to go with an empty heart. Only then we can take the instructions. Actually, our main motto of devotional service is like when we say that we want Krishna into our heart. So then how will you invite Krishna into our heart when your heart is completely full? You need to make a place for Krishna to come and enter and sit. You need to clean it out. If there is no space, no place, then where will Krishna come and sit? And already there, Paramatma is sitting there in your heart. Right? But our motto, our mission is not going through Paramatma, not going to Paramatma. Our mission is to bring Radha Krishna into our heart. So we can request Paramatma to please invite Radha Krishna and make them sit in our heart. So these are the snippets of devotional service. Our main aspect of a spiritual master and a disciple is the loving service that they should have. If they have such a kind of an attitude, and always, most of the time, we should always think that we should always serve the spiritual master, whatever it takes, whatever it takes. Most of the time, I used to have a night service with Guru Maharaj, and even those devotees who did this night service with Guru Maharaj, they know that Guru Maharaj never sleeps properly. You know, he always rests for a very short period of time and immediately wakes up. He actually, he most of the time is always worried about his disciples. He's always worried about how to bring back all the conditioned souls back to home, back to Godhead. He always has that mood to distribute the love of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that was his entire mission. Always he thinks about it. He always thinks about it. There was one incident that when Guru Maharaj was in ICU, this is one of the devotees shared with me. He was in ICU and Guru Maharaj was in so much of pain. Like his vocal cord there was a hole in the vocal cord, and he is breathing through external apparatus, and the food is being given through the nostrils. You know, the juices and liquids are being given through the nostrils. He's being fed through nostrils. And even at that period of time, he's in so much of pain. And they had to take some endoscopy, so they gave him some anesthesia, and he was unconscious for quite a long period of time. Then the staff, the hospital staff, they were taking him, they were moving him in such a way they handle as a normalcy. You know, the people generally in the hospitals, they don't handle the people so caringly or lovingly. You cannot tend to see that. They just manhandle people. For them, it is just a body. That's it. Then the disciple who was staying with him, he became so emotionally furious because he cannot see the plight of Guru Maharaj. He felt like, why Guru Maharaj is suffering so much, and where is Krishna? Why is Krishna not helping him? Why is Krishna not taking care of Guru Maharaj? No, he became so emotionally attached that then he started thinking that, is Krishna there? Then when Guru Maharaj came to senses, like when he regained consciousness, then he put forward his intention, like, Guru Maharaj, I don't see Krishna is there in this world. Now, if he is there, then how can he be silent and he is not seeing the troubles that you are undergoing? Then Guru Maharaj became angry. He just regained consciousness and he was saying that, no, this is not the case. Krishna is so merciful. Krishna is so merciful. And he is allowing me to still stay in this world. Then he cannot even talk. He cannot even talk at that period of time. So generally at that period of time, they had the alphabetical tablet, alphabetical sheet. And Guru Maharaj used to pinpoint like the words. Then they used to say, okay, is this what you want to communicate? Then he told that, see, Krishna is very merciful. This is what he indicated on the alphabetical letter. Even at the stage of whatever may be the troubles that he underwent, he never ever had a single doubt that Krishna is not taking care of him or Krishna is not merciful. That is the mood of Guru Maharaj. And he told his disciple that you now go and read Srimad Bhagavatam 1 chapter because you told Krishna is not there. You committed an offense. Now you go and read. And even at that period of time, he is taking care of his disciple, that his disciple should not fall into trap. He told that you are in Maya, you read one chapter of Bhagavatam, then you will become all right. That is the kindness of Guru Maharaj. That is the mood of Guru Maharaj. There's so many aspects which I could continue, but we will stop here. There will be some more sessions later on. So you will get to hear more and more about our Guru Maharaj and about Vaishnavas, about Iskcon and about Prabhupada's mood and mission. So all these things are very, very blissful. Even this is more than enough to go back home, back to Godhead. So let me stop here. Thank you very much for providing this opportunity. If somebody would like to share their comments or questions or anything, we could take.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji. So devotees, please, if you have any questions, this is the time you can ask. Or any comment, anything? Okay, looks like nothing is there. So probably like you were saying, regarding Guru Maharaj wanted to install, Guru Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet at different places in Vrindavan. So recently we saw a photo of Guru Maharaj doing that installation at Radha Kund. Was it the same place you were referring to? Or?
Yes.
Oh, Jai Haripur.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the very recent one we had. And now we have plans to install at other places of Vrindavan as well. And we are in talks with the local devotees and the temples. Then very soon, by the mercy of Guru Maharaj, we will try to install them.
Yeah. So that means whenever next time I get the opportunity to do Govardhan Parikrama, at least I can see.
Yeah, that is the intention. That was the desire of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. It was mentioned in one of the books written by Bhakti Vikas Maharaj. It was Bhakti Siddhanta Vaibhav. It was mentioned that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur had a desire to install the footprints of Mahaprabhu in at least minimum 125 places across India. And then this project has started 2 years back, and already at certain places it was installed by Gaudiya Math and by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur himself. So they already started it. They installed at 8 or 9 places. Then after that, now we tend to fulfill the desire of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and because that would always show the one thing, like it will make people understand or realize that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has visited these places, and they tend to understand about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Since because he is a very secretive incarnation, not many people are aware of it, that he is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this creates an awareness about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and this should become actually a heritage of India. So that was the intention, and let us take it up ahead.
I remember, I think 3-4 years ago when I went to Trivandrum. So there is Anant Padmanabha Swami's temple there, Lord Vishnu's temple. So there also I remember seeing the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu installed by Guru Maharaj. That time I was not aware this is a project like Guru Maharaj is working on it. I just thought, okay, maybe Guru Maharaj visited here and he just got the opportunity, so he did it. So now I got to know from you, like it was Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Prabhupada's desire, which Guru Maharaj is fulfilling. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji, for sharing that.
Any other questions? Without asking questions, it is always.
Yes, Prabhu. I am Asim Shamadas, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, Guru Maharaj का mood हम लोगों को भूल जाता है. Always we have to maintain that mood. How we have to serve the Guru. वो maintain कैसे करेंगे? Hare Krishna.
When we try to follow the instructions of the spiritual master, then automatically we are always in the mood of serving spiritual master. So if you want to always remember spiritual master, means to serve spiritual master. There was this famous quote by if you love God, God loves you. If you love dog, dog loves you. Like if you want to love somebody, then you need to serve. If you cannot serve, then how can you show your love? It is not that simply like wife, when the husband returns back from work and the wife comes in front of him and says that, oh my dear honey, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, that's all. Now she just keeps on saying I love you, I love you, I love you, but that does not serve the purpose. If she serves her husband, then the husband is happy, right? He has just returned back from work and she just starts saying I love you, without doing anything for him, without preparing any dinner, nothing is there at home, just says I love you. Will that really make you happy? Asim Krishna Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu. Okay, Prabhuji.
Asim Shama Prabhu. So,
Asima Shanta.
yes, so in that way, when we want to love, when we want to always remember somebody, then we need to try to serve.
Okay.
When we try to serve them, then automatically we remember. This is the secret of devotional service.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay?
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji and Hare Krishna Mataji. Please accept my sincere, honest obeisances on your lotus feet, both of you, Prabhuji and Mataji. Thank you for a wonderful, I will not say lecture, I will say our teaching. It's a very genuine input what you have given to devotees like us. With that, yeah, in which move, how can we serve Guru Maharaj? That yes, you said that whenever you want to serve Guru Maharaj or you want that some instruction from Guru Maharaj, that how can he serve? So don't generally Guru Maharaj does not give you a personal instruction. Just follow those general and just pick up those and start following that. So this was a good input that yes, generally we listen it, but yes, it has again polished those knowledge and inputs. And that was another big one that yes, I agree. And more of association about Guru Maharaj, when we listen, we have more, because we are very new devotees, very neophyte devotees, that yes, there was so much of problem in Vrindavan, you said, and Guru Maharaj said, just let me pray. That was a big, so that is how Guru Maharaj says that. And the second one, when someone said that Krishna is not there, still in that mood also, he's saying, no, you cannot do that offense. So doing offenses and taking instructions from general instruction and having total faith in Guru Maharaj without a single pinch of doubt, that will only make us move on. So there were few really takeaways which I take away. So thank you. Please bless us also that we get some mercy from you all, Prabhuji, Mataji, and all the devotees. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, that was really, very heart-touching when you told the devotee feeling, because at times we are also in some similar situation and we may feel something like that. So thank you for sharing that particular pastime. And Mataji, like the pastime that you shared where, Guru Maharaj is repeatedly asking the same question. That shows the type of personal connection that he builds with each and every devotee. So that is also, very inspiring and something that we can remember and think about, and helps us to meditate more on Guru Maharaj's good qualities, divine qualities. That how much he is focusing on each living entity, how much he wants to take each one of us back to Godhead.
Anybody
And
else?
I would like to add with your permission, that was this was another very unique from Mataji, when Mataji shared that her Guru Ma had given instruction that go and preach college students, and same ditto instruction came from His Holiness Guru Maharaj also. So what this is really a Guru Tattva. What she said was very really, at the end of the day, Guru Tattva is saved. That was unique one. That from both Guru Maharaj, the same thing coming up. That was unique.
So, because, see, generally all the spiritual masters are same. We need to understand that when we tend to see that we should not differentiate, like even though they are not our initiating guru, they are our Siksha gurus. So generally all the spiritual masters are similar. Only thing, like we are not in a position to identify them, but they are all eternally connected with each other.
Yeah,
That we need to understand.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else?
And the one thing I want to again add, if you permit, that this time when Jayapataka Swami Maharaj came to Vrindavan, and one Mataji asked question like, how I can make you happy? So that answer is for us, all of us. Then Jayapataka Swami Maharaj replied, remain Krishna conscious always, and that make me happy very, very much. So if we remain Krishna conscious, the moment we are in Krishna consciousness, we are making our Guru very, very happy. So we are Krishna conscious 24 hours. So we are making 24 hours like serving our Guru. So that is also like instructions to all of us that to remain Krishna conscious.
And also one of the main aspect what Guru Maharaj was emphasizing all this period is read Srila Prabhupada's books. So we encourage everybody to systematically study Srila Prabhupada's books, join courses like Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav. Okay, yeah, that was the mood of Srila Prabhupada as well. So please enroll for such courses and have a systematic study. Then you will have a clear, more insight about what really Krishna is trying to teach us. Now, what is this devotional service is all about? Because we might have heard lots of lectures, we might have been in the movement for quite a long period of years. But when we systematically study, then that really helps, it gives a great insight. And Guru Maharaj is personally studying these courses. He got Bhakti Shastra degree and he got Bhakti Vaibhav degree, but still he's writing exams. He's giving examinations for such courses. And I remember that we devotees read to Guru Maharaj at night. Every night before he goes to sleep, he listens to Prabhupada's Bhagavatam and translations and purports. He listens to them daily, on a daily basis. And daily is giving classes. Wherever he goes, he tries to give classes. So we should not miss such things. So this is one of the things that we should always understand. Okay, I think anything else? If anybody wants to add something or ask something.
Okay, I think
Okay.
no one is unmuting, so I think maybe we can.
Right. Okay, Akshay.
So thank you, Prabhuji and Mataji for such a wonderful session, for such an insightful, heart-touching session. And we would like to thank you all. Thank you both by chanting one time Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Recently, myself and my good wife also we received Bhakti Shastri degree, so we need your blessings, Prabhuji, so that we can also do the further courses. So, thank you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you.
Thank you very much once again for giving us an opportunity to speak about Guru Maharaj and the nice devotees. So keep us all of us in your prayers. Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa
Bhavane Vaishnavibhyo Namo.
Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.